Test. Guys, new laptop. Okay, that's not, the laptop is old. I mean, it's not old. It's not new either. But first time I think I stream from the laptop. I think it's first time. I'm not sure. Let's see, I have to tweet the link about the stream. Just let's get it set up. First of all, tell me, is everything working? Audio, everything. Had to set up the whole thing, guys. Look, instead of drawing logos, I downloaded the images. I have nice, cool images, no? The logos. I think it's cool. Okay, I'm not the graphic designer, not yet, but could be worse, I think. A bit cluttered, they would say. I would say a little bit cluttered, your design. And this is empty space on the right. Empty space on the right is for, you know, for the candidates, for the One Championship trophy. Is working or not? Oh, no. Oh wait, what happened? Oh no, wait, what happened? Hang on, wait. What's happening? Wait, I think the screen is bugging. Wait, screen is bugging. This button here. Yep. Wait. Ah yeah. Okay. I think it's okay. It doesn't show me the concurrent viewers. Not that I care. We don't care about viewers, but just wondering why it doesn't work. Maybe I have to refresh something or not. No, looks okay. Maybe refresh. Wait, refresh page. Yeah. And 0 views it says. But people are in the chat, so it can't be 0. Nice haircut. Yeah, no, thank you. I got indeed a haircut. I did indeed get a haircut. Thank you. It was actually a funny story. It says 5 views now. Funny story, actually. The guy asked me what I'm doing for a living. I said chess. He said, I know only cheese. I don't know what's chess. So I had to Google for him chess. And then he's like, yeah, I know the game. Then he keeps, doing his thing. 5 minutes later, he's like, because he sort of, like, sometimes when you ask and the guy answers, and then you are like, you didn't get it, but you already asked 2 times, so you're shy to ask again. So anyway, 5 minutes later, he kind of lost it. He's like, yeah, I know the game, but what do you do with it? And I'm like, I'm playing. And then I understood. I told him, like, okay, so people play, and the one who wins gets money. And he's like, oh. He said, when I'll play for money, I'll call you. I was like, and then I tried a different angle. I was like, football players, right? They are football players. Yes, I'm like this, but like nobody knows about me. And then he was like, yeah. Not sure I convinced him, but okay. Oh, I can see now viewers. Yeah, actually I have over 100 of viewers. That's surprising. Hundreds of people. It's a stadium, guys. It's almost a stadium. No, my YouTube channel is dead. Yeah, it needs to be, it's like warmed up. It's dead. It's also the time I'm streaming is not good. But I need to warm up. I need to show the algorithm that not all is lost for me. Not all hope is lost. Also, I have to at least tweet about it. I'll get 10 more people. Wait, I'll tweet about it. Call Vidit, they say. Yeah. Definitely I'll call him. Let's see, my YouTube channel is back. Oof, so beautiful. Jesus, I made such beautiful overlay. So beautiful. So beautiful. Wait. Okay, I'll post it on Twitter, on X. Paste. I'm one of those people, who types on the phone with one finger, like a boomer. Like this. Not like with one finger. Okay, so live, I think. I'm still not sure if I'm live. I like this microphone emoji. I think it's very cool. Makes me feel good. Should I write "come say hi" like all the streamers do? Come say hi. Okay, yes, I had a great plan for this. Wait, Gotham posted something. I need to check what Gotham posted. Big fan of Gotham's content. Gotham, what did he post? After 10? No, that's old. Wait, where is his tweets? No, he didn't post anything. This X is bugging. Horrible app. X is terrible. My the biggest thing I dislike about X app, I'll tell you. The biggest thing, so okay, sometimes it jumps on For You tab, but that's okay. That I already it's no longer the biggest thing I dislike. The biggest thing that I dislike is when I'm on the following tab and I click on a video and the video finishes and then it jumps to the next video, but not from my following tab, but from a random video. Okay, guys. Wait. There is some. Oh wait, there is. Let me see settings. People demand slow mode. Yeah, it's because some people can spam. Let's see, ultra low latency. My mods are probably not there also. Yeah, ultra low latency. Where was the slow mode? I forgot. Where is the slow mode? It was somewhere there. Near latency, no? I don't know. Guys, where's the slow mode? Maybe here? Oh yeah, moderation activity? No. Timestamps? No. Guys, can you just please behave instead? Can you just behave? You don't need to do slow mode. I can't do slow mode. I don't remember. Can you tell me what? Okay, I'll ask ChatGPT. How to put slow mode? So terrible. How to put slow mode during YouTube stream. Live stream. ChatGPT always there, guys, for me in such cases. In the left content live, select your live stream. Click edit. Go to customization. Don't know. Oh wait, edit. Customization. Oh, it works. Wow, it works. So how slow should I put it? 30 seconds. We won't spam. Okay, guys, if you promise not to spam, I will remove slow mode. Okay, I'll not do slow mode, but I know how to do it now. 5 seconds. No, guys, I want. You stopped spamming, so it's all good. Okay. So I was thinking I'll take your questions. You know, if you have questions, whatever. No, I'm just don't care. Just doing the stream to wake up YouTube. To be honest, I thought nice thing to do because playing is a bit. You know, playing is dangerous. I might not get friendly pairing, might lose. So instead, I'll play. I'll do these puzzles, and the puzzles they're kind of easy. It's survival mode, so it starts with a very easy puzzle, and then it builds up. So you can solve along with me. So this is all you see. So the one thing that they have, I don't know if it represents the real chess, but the chess.com puzzle feature, and I'm not sure about other puzzle websites. Because I mostly do chess.com. I used to do also another one, but I don't do it. Okay, I had periods when I did the other one more, but basically I do chess.com mostly. And I don't know if it's maybe that's what chess mostly is about at lower level, but the amount of puzzles that has to do with the back rank is just overwhelming. It's too much. And there's this queen takes f2, king h1, queen f1, rook f1, rook f1 puzzle that comes way too often. Like it. Maybe it happens in real life too, so maybe this, but you see the amount of back rank puzzles is unhealthy. It's unhealthy. It's unbelievable. Can you stop? I mean, there was like 5 puzzles in a row, 6 puzzles in a row, all back rank. This is not healthy. I mean, this is like chess. They reduce chess to back rank. Anyway, maybe this is what a lot of chess is, yeah? And it's okay. That's not all our back rank. This is also checkmate. This is also checkmate. Yeah, maybe they come to me now in portions. Maybe this is... Okay, so this we take, yeah. This is we're choosing them on the diagonal. But guys, keep in mind the back rank. It's very important in chess, it seems. I don't know, maybe this is normal. Like sometimes ChatGPT does something stupid and then people say that, yeah, but it's because people are doing that. So you see unpin the knight. Knight is pinned, you want to take the queen. So you take, and take. Try to solve along, guys. Don't be, you know, don't be potatoes. Try solving along. Maybe the first few puzzles. Yeah, no, of course. But honestly, the amount of back rank puzzles to me feels a little too high. Maybe it's all websites. Maybe it's just in chess, but to me feels too high. Bishop f1 here. No, guys, you mean queen f1, right? Do calculation exercise talk to us through your thinking. I was amazed listening to your calculations in the interview with Sagar. It's a bit different. So when you do interview after the game, you spend on the game an hour, yeah, more. You spend hours on the game, and you see so much, and then you show all that in a few minutes. It's a bit different, of course. But I do calculate for sure. I do calculate. But here, yeah, it's this is not calculation. This is just for now back rank again. This is now for now just it's just easy money here. This is just puzzles. It's not really calculation. It's more, at first it's more observation. Yeah, you're just looking. I'm by the way not immediately seeing checkmate, but I assume, I mean, I just assume this, it must be still very easy, number 16. I just assume it's completely winning, the whole thing, but I don't see immediate checkmate. Okay, in the end position is just winning, but maybe something else is the point? No, unlikely, yeah. Bishop b2 also looks okay, but then rook g1. A bit embarrassing, must be a very easy puzzle, and I'm pausing. I mean, I guess I can just do this and then. I also assume that in that line it's just checkmate in anyhow. Yeah, for example, in the end I can play queen f6 at the very least. Okay, something else probably than queen f6. Although even, yeah, it's really embarrassing. It must be rook e2. But yeah, after king h3, everything was winning probably, but there isn't a perpetual, but there's actually, it's close, yeah? Jeez, it's a tricky puzzle, yeah? Have to calculate here. Have to calculate. It's not a perpetual, I assume, but yeah. Okay, so this is our juicer, which is going down, and we're happy to trade queens. So because of this feature that pawn can go 2 steps forward in one go, this king is not in time to catch it. Because if it was going 1 step at a time, it would be able to catch it. But now it's not, you see. This is a, yeah, this is a bummer. Okay. Do you play chess for fun often apart from training and studying? It's a good question, good question. Play chess for fun? No longer often. Often, I wouldn't say often, no. I used to as a kid. Now if I'm at some place, let's say, and I'm... no, sometimes, yeah. No. There are periods. Also, I get like a little bit addicted to online blitz. Like sometimes, like it's like it's like chocolate addiction. It's the same. It's like if I eat chocolate, you know, for a few days in a row, then I'm softly addicted to it. Softly, like I sort of crave it. I can, I don't like need it, but I kind of want it. The same with online blitz. If I play online blitz for a few days in a row, I start to want to play it. But I can resist that temptation. So yeah, I have periods when I play, I just don't know what, like, okay, I always have something to do, but I'm, let's say, tired of working or whatever. Or I think it's good to not work, let's say, because I work too much or whatever. And then I feel like, or let's say, yeah, I mean, by working, I mean, blitz is also work in a way. That's the thing. It's all blurry, guys, for me. That's beauty. That's the beauty of being a chess player. It's all blurry. What's your work? When the work ends? When the, you know, when the fun begins. Also, it's all fun until you lose. You know, and it's all work until you win. So it's all. You can just win a piece here on this operation. It's just made in 2. Try to solve along, guys. Don't be potatoes. Where are the chess pieces? Oh, okay. Yeah, this joke with the pieces, by the way, I've been talking about it before. I don't get that joke. Like, I'm not... No, just take. I almost made the mistake of going h4, but then this juicer is just in time, surprisingly. But now he is not in time. Just important to block him from coming here. This traps the queen very nicely. Guys, try to solve along. Don't be potatoes. 42 in 3-minute rush. Is this good? Yeah. It depends on your level. I mean, of course it's good. I think above 50 is what I'm myself kind of happy with, let's say. And I had a short puzzle rush period recently. I don't know if it's been helpful for me, but I must say that I struggle beat my record. Like, I just struggle. I tried, like, I had one day relatively recently within last month where I spent maybe 4 hours in a row trying to. It was not, that didn't feel healthy, but I was somewhere between Riyadh and Chennai, and I had a lot of free time because the tournament in Riyadh finished, tournament in Chennai didn't begin, and I was not home, and I was kind of tired. I was kind of supposed to rest or whatever, or prepare a bit. So I had plenty of free time on my hands because I was alone in the hotel room. And what do you do when you are alone in a hotel room and you have plenty of free time? Of course, you do Puzzle Rush. So I started Puzzle Rush. I wanted to break a certain record. I think I spent 4 hours in a row, and I barely got anywhere. That was kind of surprising. Like, I would think if I spent 4 hours, it will improve within that, but like it barely did. So yeah, Puzzle Rush somehow, I don't know, I have a love-hate relationship with it. Sometimes I'm into it, sometimes I'm not. So what we can do here, I think this is good enough. I don't see checkmate. We can enter an endgame like this. That was a bit of a lame puzzle there. This must be checkmate. Also in multiple ways, but this is just in one. Yeah, this is best. Okay, this is also calling for it. Yeah, some checkmate. Some nice checkmate pattern. Isn't f3 just made? Yeah, f3 just made. Check doesn't help. Yeah, this is also very simple, just checkmate. We are on number 38 and still so simple. Okay, this is the classic Greek gift, they call it. You know, I didn't know it was called the Greek gift until very late. Very late into my career. Maybe like a couple of years ago or something, I don't know. I found out it's called the Greek gift. I mean, I knew bishop takes h7 sec. Like, I knew it. I played it as a kid and I knew it, but I didn't know it was called the Greek gift. I knew is the Greek gift, is that the one with the Trojan horse? Is that the same thing or not? Because I know the Trojan horse story. I knew that also as a kid. Greek gift, Trojan horse? No, but Troy. Okay, guys, it's embarrassing. Now I've started doubting. Let's ask ChatGPT. By the way, if some AI company wants to sponsor me, I'm ready to switch, yeah? From ChatGPT to like Gemini or anything. I'm flexible. Just give me a reason. But for now, I have a like interesting connection to OpenAI. Like, I have interacted once with okay, I'm not gonna go into details, but I have a connection there, a random connection, not like a relation, like a financial relationship, but a random connection. So I am like doing ChatGPT mostly, but I'm flexible. If you want me, if you know, whatever Claude or whatever you want, if you want to pay, I can switch. Is Greek gift the same as not just pay? If you want like to you know, provide me with AI assistant, not quite. So my ChatGPT has a bug. It knows that I speak Russian, but it starts to randomly reply in Russian, and I have multiple times already told it, just don't reply to me in Russian when I write in English. If I want your reply in Russian, I will write in Russian. I mean, I have no problem, but just don't do this to me. It's very weird. So he says not quite, Trojan horse, and then he goes in Russian. Троянский конь – это легенда о том, как греки притворились, что дают троянцам деревянного коня. And I'm like, why? And then he says the Greek gift is a classic chess motif. You sack on h7. Yeah, no, okay, but it says Greek gift is of course analogy of Trojan horse. I think it's the same. I think it's the same thing. Wait, what's Troy? This is embarrassing. You don't know what I asked. Just very embarrassing. Let me see. Yeah, exactly. Was Troy Greek? Troy itself was not Greek. That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought, that they were fighting the Greek. Of course, you had Spartans and they were all separate, no? These boys, they were all fighting. So how is that a Greek gift when it's actually a... Also, do you guys remember? Did the Troy send it to the Greek? It's so embarrassing. With the Trojan horse. Let's see. Who sent the horse to whom? Completely forgot the basic myths. Not myths even. Not myths. Legends. It's not myths or legends, guys. It's just facts, right? No, the Greek. Yeah. Oh, it was the gift of the Greek to the Troy. So the Trojan horse is called, but it is the Greek gift. Okay. Was it all real, let's say? It's all real, no, guys? This stuff. It's a mix of legend and possible history, actually. Yeah, I'm confused, actually. Confusing, guys. The Greek, I think Naroditsky is like an expert in Greek history, isn't he? Isn't Naroditsky like big on history? I knew, by the way, there's all this Greek stuff. I was into this as a kid. I was like the myths and legends of ancient Greece. Like it was like my area of expertise. I knew them all at like 6 years old. I can just take the queen. So it's one of my areas of expertise, but I already forgot everything. That's the problem. It's kind of like my chess, like with the theory, you know. What did I do? Why did I didn't even think. What did I do? Hang on. Why did I do this? I just took the pawn. Sometimes it's just mate and 3. Sometimes I don't even think and I just do something. I mean, I don't know why I took the pawn. I just saw the pawn and I just took it. It's just insane. I didn't try to solve the puzzle. It was just some sort of natural instinct. Like when you just sort of, it's just a physical reaction. You just see like a cookie on the table and you grab it. I didn't even like think about it. I just made bishop e7. I don't know why. It's insane. Insane just. I don't like when it's red. It pisses me off. I'll quit and redo it. I don't like it. It's I want it nicely green all. So I'll quickly get to 40. Yeah, with back ranks. Anyway, we already studied the back ranks. So this will just get to 40 and then we continue because this was embarrassing. Just took the pawn. I don't know why. Like I wasn't thinking about it. I promise you, I wasn't trying to solve the puzzle. I just saw a pawn hanging and I just took it. It was like some sort of a bug. So we just get this out of the way and then we'll continue because that was odd. Just want to get nicely to 40. Getting to 40 is generally the ambition of every 30-year-old. Getting to 40 and then seeing what happens. It's not something Gukesh has to think about. He first has to get to 20. And I'm here thinking about getting to 40. There was great reel by Chessbase yesterday. You can find it on Instagram, my Instagram page. You can find it. My last Instagram post, I think. Some checkers are there, but I think probably king can escape, yeah, in multiple ways. I don't know, just multiple ways. It's with a song that goes like, soon I'll be 60 years old. So I don't know what was the reference there, but it was a good reel. Okay, this is, I have to start paying attention. Did you give party to Vidit for winning Grand Swiss? Yeah, no, we discussed we have to do it elsewhere, yeah, somehow. There, it was great actually. Organization was really good, and I'd like to thank the sponsors of the event, the FIDE and the local organizers. I also like to thank all the volunteers. They worked extremely hard. The people, you know, behind the scenes, working tirelessly, without expecting anything in return. I'd like to thank them all. At the same time, I mean, there's no at the same time. This is just what I'd like to say. But speaking of Vidit and the food, like we had multiple hotels, but they were all sort of serving kind of the buffet food. Yeah, so I couldn't easily invite Vidit yet. He wanted me to pay basically, but how can I pay when it's all free? So that's why I think Quincy 7, Quincy 1 looks good, but that's why we sort of decided to postpone this. And he's currently looking for the most expensive restaurant in the world where I can give him a treat. Because Vidit, you know, he has two goals in life. One is he wants to be as rich as possible. And two, he wants to make sure I am as poor as possible. So I guess you could say that his main goal at life is to be like a lot richer than me. And there are two ways to achieve it. One is to get a lot of money for him, and the other is to drain my budget. So, which is why the whole thing is there. Call Vidit, let me call Vidit, yeah. Everybody asking to call Vidit? Vidit. Call. Okay. Hi Vidit. Yeah. Yeah, hi Vidit. Yeah, they told me to call you. Would you like to join the stream? You would like, but you're very busy. Because you have a life and a wife. I see. Well, everybody's waiting for you. Are you still not? They said please. Still not? I see. Well, what will I tell them? Because they won't stop asking for you. That you just cannot come? Okay. I understand. You hope that they also understand? Because they're really smart and kind people in the chat? Yeah, no, I agree with you. They're smart and kind people. Yeah, definitely not spammers. No, definitely would never spam. No, they're not potatoes. No, they are solving along. Yeah, they're solving along. You're watching also? You think it's Quincy 7, Quincy 1? Yeah? Okay. Yeah, no, thank you. Anything else? So, how's married life? Okay. That's good to hear. Even better than expected. Okay, I see. Still thinks you're a great guy? Yeah, funny. Yeah, no, it takes a while to get to know people, of course, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll send my best regards. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. No. Okay, bye. Yeah, I'm still there. I didn't hang up. No, you hung up. Did he hang? He hanged up, guys. He hanged up. Okay. Yeah, no, guys. So I called Vidit, so that's there. That's out of the way. Let's continue. Let's checkmate in 2. We reached 40. Okay, great. Bad acting. Showed number for a second. Still going for World Cup. Yeah. Why not call the coach Rajabov? No, Rajabov is currently on Formula 1. He's at Formula 1. He said, I'm no longer famous enough. So he has now more famous friends than me. He said, he asked me to erase his number. Rook d5 it's one of those things. Like, again, I'm not solving it. I just, it's like an instinct. But it has to be also the best move. Maybe just rook d4. Yeah, so World Cup, yeah, I'll definitely play World Cup. I did realize that one of the purposes of the World Cup is to qualify to candidates, and I don't need to do that anymore because I already did. But could you reckon h6? That was definitely one. It's just that there are so many ways to checkmate that. But yeah, Kunjura Queen h6 indeed is the most efficient one, or probably maybe it's the only one. But yeah, I realized I don't need to qualify to candidates, but World Cup, of course, is well, that's what I've been saying also before when I was on the other side of it. You don't want to prevent players who already qualified to candidates to participate in the World Cup, because World Cup by itself, like, first of all, World Cup sounds like World Championship. So if you win the World Cup, you can fool people that you are world champion. That's one reason why everybody wants to win the World Cup. Secondly, it is a very cool event. Also, if you say World Cup winner, people just think you are world champion. In football, if you win World Cup, you are world champion. So that's why World Cup is extra great. Also, prize money is good. But you do mess with people who haven't qualified yet and are going there to qualify, which I don't like at all. But of course, I guess the issue is that you can't have it's difficult to find budget for both kind of events, for those kind of events like World Cup and for the qualifiers. So they try to combine them into one, which is possible. I mean, the system sort of works. It's possible. And there's a system. Let's say if I qualify from World Cup again, they will replace me because I already qualified from Grand Swiss. They will, let's say, top 3 from World Cup qualifiers. If I'm in top 3, they will take somebody who's next, who is the 4th player, who is also very good, of course, because you can't be number 4 in World Cup if you're very bad. So the system works. It is okay, but I guess in a vacuum, it would be a bit neater if you have like a qualifiers for World Championship cycle, sort of separate. But maybe it's not, because I don't know, hard to say. Now that I'm on the other side, it seems less bad, but you know, it's always like that. You are of course, it always, whatever you think is always impacted by, at least a little bit impacted by on which side you are. Yeah. How to calculate in chess? Well, I think that, to be honest, like first step is to just play a lot, calculate a lot. And as you improve as a player, your calculating algorithm by itself gets better. So it's like, well, it's like, you know, if you like the AI stuff, right? You train on data and stuff. So you train on games, you win, you lose. This is your feedback. And then your brain, supposedly with neurons, is like a neural network, and it starts to build its own connection and starts to develop its own algorithm of calculating. That's supposedly what's happening. That said, of course, there are certain tips, let's say, I wouldn't call it tips, but certain mechanisms that would help accelerate your learning process, yeah? But I think you go a long way just playing more and learning from experience. So I think you go a long way. Is there anything I wanted to share with you guys today? That's my question. Did I want to plug something? No, I think that's not why I did the stream. No, I didn't want to advertise anything today. No. Okay, I will have this Anish stream tomorrow, but I didn't need to advertise it today. I just mentioned it now for fun. That's you know, I sometimes do this Anish stream, but tomorrow will be a fun one because I'll do it with my wife, which is a lot of fun. So it's nice. It's like a way for, you know, it's actually very nice that they wanted it this way. And yeah, I will do a few others. I'll have a couple small events on my YouTube channel that have been because I've planned all of these things, by the way, before I qualified to candidates. But qualifying to candidates is not impacting my schedule too much so far. I realized it's quite difficult to prepare for candidates properly before you know the lineup. So of course I'm already thinking about it for like since the moment I won my last game in Grand Swiss. I'm thinking about candidates all the time, but I don't have full information. You know, I'm thinking about it anyway. But I just, if you don't even know who you play, it's a bit difficult to go all out on prep. So until the end of World Cup, anyway, I can't do too much. Although of course I am already doing. And also, yeah, I think mostly my schedule will be impacted after Vaikanze in February, March, April period before the candidates. I guess that's where I will now definitely prioritize candidates and build everything around it. But for the coming few months until January, I decided to, you know, continue all the commitments that I have planned before, because I also was, of course, I wasn't planning to qualify the candidates, but I was kind of hoping for it. So it's not like I didn't. So I'm going to play all the tournaments I signed up for with a lot of enthusiasm. I think they're all great and all useful for me in their own way. And I have a few events. So I have a few events on my channel as well that I have planned that I want to keep doing. Just a couple events where I'll play. I will, okay, it will be very soon, so I will not spoil too much, but it will be, I'll play short matches. Short, you know, you could call them like more like it won't be like very, very long or very, very, you know, not like a big match like I did with Hans or some kind of, but sizable matches. I think will be nice. They'll be nice. I encourage this kind of content. I encourage this kind of events. So that's why I'm happy to be part of that. So I'll play a couple events next week, end of next week rather. The thing with the Title Tuesday, I am disincentivized to play it right now because they split it into chunks of qualifiers for Esports World Cup. So while I would love to So I cannot qualify from the first chunk because I can only play like two Tuesdays, right? So in a way, it's pointless from qualification perspective for me to play the Tile Tuesday. So I can just play it for why I played it before, yeah, just for play for sake of it. But it's a bit weird that it's a qualifier to Sports World Cup, and I'm sort of playing it now. This Tuesday will be kind of pointless. So, and also you need to set up, of course, now extra proctor measures, like security measures, all this, which is yeah, it's possible. But again, I was telling multiple times, I think that live proctoring is the cool thing, to have a in-person proctor. But okay, I spoke about it at length. You can find those videos elsewhere. But yeah, I'm not sure if I want to stream Tile Tuesday. Probably definitely not stream. Do I want to play it? Maybe. Depends how my Tuesday will be. I might play Tile Tuesday. Also because I'm curious about how the proctor software works. I want to experience those infamous bugs, just to know if they're real and if they got better or something. So I might play Tile Tuesday just to see, but streaming it is maybe not immediately. Yeah, and that's about it for the channel for next week. Then we are going to play a lot of tournaments, European Team Championship. But I still plan to do occasional streams on my YouTube channel. I think it's very good to keep it going, to keep things moving. I also have a project that I'm going to start, but I don't want to announce it yet because it's no need to rush it. It's not it's no need to rush it. I'll do it in due time. But for that also, YouTube is nice to communication channel where I can communicate with people through YouTube. Because I feel on Twitter, yeah, it has a weird algorithm. I also communicate on Twitter, of course, a lot, and this is where I have a large platform. But okay, YouTube is a bit more, maybe people are maybe a bit more dedicated, yeah, a bit more patient, maybe. Not sure. Anyway, I think YouTube is a nice place where you get to express yourself. You can show something, you can show the way, like you can talk, you can show. It's not like a tweet, yeah. You can explain yourself. By the way, we forgot about this puzzle. It's actually not easy. So we don't have white doesn't have a threat. We have equal material, so it gives us time. We don't have to like give up a queen and mate in 2, yeah. So bishop g2 is kind of tempting. Bishop g2, bishop takes g2, yeah. Then what do we do after that? Okay, we can consider just taking everything, then probably king to f1. There is queen c4, and then there is knight e3. Looks winning to me. I think it's like it's kind of forced-ish mate, I think, from what I can see. Because look, just guys, let me show you like how you can calculate like properly. So you take on g2. First you look for alternatives. Is rook f7. Now there's bishop f3 check. You threaten also just checkmate, and also it's just you threaten too much. So bishop g2, there is no other way, no reasonable check. He has to take with bishop. We take with king, only move. Check on g8. If king goes to h3 or h1, just take the rook. Anything each. Again, you threaten more than them. You have more material, so this line is over. King f3 is queen e3 mate, so king f1 only move. Then you spotted queen c4, which is nice. It's a check. If queen e2, it's knight e3 check. King e1. At the very least, queen c1 check, rook d1, rook g1. Yeah, okay. So back to take, king f1, queen c4. We discussed queen e2. Rook d3 is only giving a rook, so rook e2. After rook e2, I already saw some mate. I think it was queen f4, rook f2. You don't need to find the shortest mate. You can find any mate. Now I realize this was not mate what I found. Queen c1, king e2, queen e3, king d1. I realized that rook g1, king c2, rook c1, king b2 is not mate because knight defends c3. So we have to look for another mate. It felt like there should be another mate, so let's look at it again. King f1, queen c4, rook e2. Okay. f4 pawn is hanging. Knight e3 check, right? Also is there. Knight e3 check is also there. Yeah, now we are about to lose concentration, but we don't lose concentration. That's the key calculation. Just never lose concentration. because it's harder for me now because I have to talk, and I prefer to visualize not like with arrows on the board, but like when I close my eyes and I visualize there. But for sake of a challenge, I'm going to continue doing it here with the arrows. Makes it a bit harder, but okay, 93 check, king f2. The king f2 is one of the moves. Then queen f4, king e1. Like basically at some point you can just cut it off and say that it's for sure checkmate, and then the odds of you being wrong are very, very low. Well, it's a bit of a lazy way, but it kind of works for me 90% of the time. I mean, I already saw the like multiple ways to win there, so that's winning. So there's the last hurdle we had after king f1, queen c4, rook e2, 93. It's king to e1, and this is surely just a checkmate. Queen c1 is king f2. Surprisingly not easy, so rook g1 maybe instead. King f2 is queen f4, queen f1, so king d2. Queen c1, king d3, rook d1. So we've established that it's winning. Now only question is rook first or bishop first. Definitely bishop first, because if rook first, then bishop takes, and there is no threat. Yeah, it didn't let us show the full variation, but it was nice that we calculated it out to the end with full certainty. Sometimes you don't need to calculate with full certainty. You can take a little gamble. You can be like, okay, it looks winning enough. Should be, but in easy enough positions, you can afford to calculate with certainty. So when I'm completely winning in a game, I calculate with certainty. But when when it's not so easy or when I have little time, then you take those little gambles where you think it must be winning. Sometimes it's not. That's the problem. Sometimes it's not. Why not just copy Magnus' openings? Yeah, see, that would be a great idea, but Magnus doesn't really do all the same openings. And the thing is that he stopped playing. So that's why I want him to play more, because I want to copy his openings. But he just doesn't play. He plays like, doesn't play tournaments. He's playing, I mean, like normal. He doesn't play classical over-the-board tournaments, yeah? He playing online events, which are short time controls. He plays freestyle events, which have no openings. So that's the problem. I can't copy his openings. Actually, jokes aside, it is a serious thing that one of the things, like one of the ways I was trying to improve is like throughout my career, is I was looking at him play. He was usually the most successful player, and I was trying to learn from him. I was trying to look at his games, trying to understand what does he do better than others, what can I take from him. And now I can no longer do that. So I've lost my biggest teacher. Now I'm looking around, I'm looking at Fabi, I'm looking at young players, and I learn from them too, of course. But it's much easier to learn from someone who is succeeding over and over, yeah, because then you know what he does, it sort of works, at least works for him. So yeah, that's one reason why I'm a little upset, disappointed that Carlsen doesn't play classical chess anymore. Not as, yeah, when he plays very little. And then the sample size is a bit too small to learn. Who was training you before Grand Swiss? Yeah, I worked with many people actually. And I must say that also, besides just people who were there with me, Jan Smeets was my coach there. Some people who worked with me like the week before. There were also people that, you know, that shaped me the way I am, and they deserve, you know, as much credit. Some maybe even more than others. So because it's not like I've become a player I am in a week. It's been a long journey, and many people have contributed. Many people have also contributed to my weaknesses as well as my strengths. So I know, let's say, some of my weaknesses, I know exactly who to blame for it. But I also, the same person who is responsible for those weaknesses is also the one who is responsible for my main strengths. So you have to be grateful. Maximus is in chat. Maximus, how's life? Maximus always in chat because also he has this, he's a moderator. So you can see him. He has this. This, by the way, it's a little bit difficult. Normally you are the one checkmating. Now you have to defend. So hang on. Let's do by elimination, yeah? So rook f6 is h6 losing. So rook f6 is out. They're just two moves. It should be simple. So one of them loses, one of them doesn't lose. King h6. Okay, there is some sort of g5, king h5, some sort of g6. It's a bit vague, this one. King g4. Okay, king h6 is an option. Let's see if f6 is not. It's, by the way, a vague one, honestly. The vague rook, no, here. Looks more annoying already than the other line, for sure. It's not lose, but well, it's definitely not great. It's probably even losing. So I would say it's king h6 based on what I've seen so far. So king h6. This is not obvious, this whole thing. There are some checks, yeah? There are some checks. Some checks, but you have to... Difficult one. It's number 48. Difficult. So what do you think, guys? King h6 or not? I will not do the stream very long. I want to do it for an hour, by the way. Because, you know, I have to be also... Oh, wait. My wife told me not to show anything. Anything which is messy. Did you not see anything messy? So I was supposed to clean it before doing a stream. But I thought sometimes you can just put camera up. You can clean later. See? That's better. No, but it's okay there. I think you didn't see anything, right? It's a bit messy. I'll clean afterwards, I promise. King h6. Solving up the way from white now. Position after 15 moves. Okay, let's make king h6 and then yeah. Let's rook h3, yeah. And then up the way. Let's do it. Let's watch. It's possible to watch events on chess.com as well. It's possible. Grand Swiss. Past. Yeah, here. Okay. Yeah, this is me, guys. You see, this is me. It's the same. Same but different. It's the same. It's me. I'm famous now. I'm on the TV. Okay. Yeah. The chess. I love the chess.com. They put, including my stream, they put their logo on every single thing. It's. I'll do the same. Once I launch my own company, I'm gonna put my logo on every single thing, guys. Every single picture is gonna have my. No, okay, probably not. I'm not like this. Not like this. I will put my logo where I think it will have an impact. Where I think it will have an impact. Where it's a good place to advertise my company, I will advertise it there. I'm not too desperate yet. A good thing is also I'm not doing my own. I'm not doing my own product website. I'm not doing it for money. Yeah. Doing it out of love, out of passion. Because I want to make an impact. That's because I want to do what matters. You know, I want to do what matters. What matters to me. It doesn't matter to many people. But it matters for me. Yeah, it's tempting to just look at my game with Hans, but we were going to look at Abdul Mishra, right? He said Abdul Mishra. They played. I forgot already. I forgot already what they played. Move 15. Oh, what are you doing with that? Just as a position, no? Ask Optiver for some shares. It's easier than starting a company. No, my friend, it's not about that. I don't want to become rich. I mean, Optiver has already shared some of their, I mean, they've been supporting me is what I mean to say. So that's not. When I say starting a company, I don't mean I want to do something to make money. No, I mean I want to do something that does something. You know what I mean? It's different. I can make plenty of money, my friend. I can ask you to super chat. You'll super chat, and I'll take that. That's one way. Okay, where's Max? I can also do this on Twitch and then ask you to sub and send me bits. So money is not making money is not the goal here. Position after, I don't know, 15 moves. Yeah, what are you solving, Max? What are you solving? What's there to solve? It's a very complex position. What is there to solve? White to play, black to play. Who's better and why? Abduvey Vaik. Abduvay from Vike. Sorry, I just somehow I don't know why I thought Abdu Mishra. Abduvay from Vike. Do I remember that game? Probably do, but I'm not gonna focus right now. I'm going to no, Tata Steel. I'm going to find that game. Vei Abdu. Move 15. No, but this is theory. What is it to solve? 25. Jesus Christ, Max, can you be more specific? You're ruining my stream here. I had a nice stream, you ruined everything. Now I look like a noob. Unbelievable, just makes me look like a noob. Yeah, why would 25 be below 24? Oh, Prague is now here. Okay. All rounds, no masters. Yeah, it's quite usable. Especially on desktop, it's quite possible to to watch the games nicely. On mobile is also possible. Okay, so okay, yeah. No, I know. So it's some kind of theory. No, not how it goes. This knight b3 thing. Yeah, knight b3 is. It's knight b3 here. Right. Hang on. No, hang on. We have to first understand when were they out of books. Okay, so this is all theory for both of them. Yeah, he's playing kind of fast. E5, he's out of book. Yeah, so I was expecting knight b3. Yeah, I believe e5, knight g8, rook b1. This is a bailout. Knight d4, queen f2, knight c6. Yeah, no, this is a theory. This is a theory that I think this is the theory that I know as well. So rook c8 surprised him. What I want to see? 12 bishop e3, castle. Rook c1. What is this? 12 bishop e3, castle, rook c1, d5, e5, knight e8 position. So you are looking at this and you are solving. Yeah, so white to play. Oh, we started, I don't know if you joined the stream earlier. We started with the Greek discussion about the Greek gift. So if you want to know the history, in fact, it is the gift from the Greek to the Trojans. That horse, yeah? So they gifted the horse, and then it turned out inside the horse were the warriors, and this is how they penetrated the impregnable fortress of the Trojans. Yeah. So the Greek gift, of course, here it's sort of like a tempting Greek gift thing, but then your pawn is blocking you from going queen h5. That being said, it is still the main feature of the position. You are, of course, going to try and make it work. But it's not the only way to make things work, because okay, it doesn't seem to work straight up, because if you just go here, yeah, if you go for via d3, they can just block you, so you probably want to go f4, try go via here. Bishop c4, bishop d3 is there, bishop c4, you go rook c4 and queen h5, so that's nice. But of course after f4 they could go g6 or f6. G6 G6 or f6, yeah, or knight f6. Yeah, knight f6 is kind of the classic thing. Yeah, knight f6, ef, queen f6, then the queen comes over. Yeah. Now to be honest, bishop h7, probably not it, right? Yeah, because you can also try to slow play it, like something like queen d3, g6, h4, but I don't think you can slow play it when this thing is hanging here. I doubt it. I would. This wouldn't be, let's say, something I would. Yeah, no. Let's look at other options. Knight g5, of course, you can just go. Knight g5, you can just go. h6. Yeah, but just h6, knight h7. I don't know. You do win an exchange probably, but yeah, you probably win an exchange. Yeah. Let's say you do. Okay, for now. Other move is g6. Okay, that's a very strong positional concession. You weaken dark squares a lot. But this, yeah, light squares are a problem for white. By the way, black doesn't have a massive threat. Like DC bishop c2 is simply okay for white. Black's knight c4 doesn't again have a massive threat. Black probably wants to go bishop c4 and trade light square bishops, which again is it basically, it's not the collapse of our position. It loses us a pawn, so white is not entirely desperate here. We should realize that. We should also realize that of course CD would be yeah, it seems but actually we should consider. I mean, actually it's a normal move to consider. In a normal game, it's actually what you just consider without any shame. So let's say takes, and then you just consider maybe knight g5. Okay, and you just there's f5 move there actually instead of g6. f5, ef, knight f6 is a nice one. Yeah, you can't do f5 immediately because e6 hanging. So after cd, take everything on d5 in the end. Then there is knight g5. So maybe you can start knight g5. After g6, you can just go cd, and then you get this position. Is white better there? That's the question. I mean, I would think white is kind of nice-ish, but maybe there is something more. So also there is some sort of c5 move, but I don't know what. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's not very powerful. Not very powerful. It's just a move. Okay, so what are our other ideas? So we could consider like f4 to prepare the gift. They can just probably close it with a 5 maybe, yeah? Or even g6 is not outrageous. Even h6 not outrageous, but okay, f4 doesn't feel like something to be too excited about. We aren't too excited about anything, but by the by, there is also a move bishop. Okay, there's also knight b3 there maybe, yeah. Bishop d2 somehow briefly occurred to me. But okay, it's again a strange move. But it just briefly occurred. It was not that stupid. You want to go here. After, let's say, point was knight c4, bishop before. But it's not... so there's queen h4. Also, bishop d2 is just odd. Forget it. Forget bishop d2. It's embarrassing. Yeah, Max is solving this interesting position. It's a good position to solve for a strong grandmaster. Good position to solve. I don't know exactly. I don't know if we need to, but it would be nice to know what exactly we are aiming for. Like, are we supposed to find like a win suddenly, or just a big advantage, or just the best move? Maybe, you know, sometimes you're like, you know, you may be a bit better, but there's like only one way to get there. What are we looking for? When will the new knight, of course, come? Depends. It depends a bit. I think it's all happening. All my plans are gonna happen in near future, but you know, whether, I mean, we're speaking months here. We're speaking months. We're not speaking days. We're not speaking years. We're speaking months. But how many months? This we don't know. It depends a bit on multiple things, because also in terms of a course, besides having the course ready, I also need to have the platform ready on which I'll launch, because it will be in a slightly, in a very original, actually, innovative format, which needs some, also some technical. It needs some technical, you know, solutions that could also take time. So there's like, and also I need time for the course too. I mean, I can work very, very efficient, very hard, but the way I want to do my next courses is, yeah, it's, you know, serious, not time, and could be time consuming. So yeah, I think we're speaking months. Why don't you stream often? Yeah, there's a little bit of a time priorities, I guess. Time priorities. Okay, well, I must say that in general, knight g5 looks kind of like the main move here I would be going into if I was playing. I'll be honest. If I was playing, I'd go into knight g5. I would go into knight g5 because that's the... Oh, but by the way, yeah, no, knight g5, I would go into that. I'm going to knight g5. You need to, of course, look at black's options there, because g6, you know, it's g6 is g6. It's a weakening move. It's a commitment. It's I think it's okay. It's okay. Maybe it's the best. Maybe it's the only move. But you need to make sure there's no tactics. Because, for example, one idea already I see that if bishop c4, you can't take with the knight because there's queen h4, queen h7, right? So in some variations, yeah, like after bishop d3, rook c1, and so on. So knight g5, okay, bishop c4, we do have bishop takes h7 and queen f2. But you know, some things like that have to be taken into account. But generally after knight g5, yeah, and also h6, knight h7, you have to really make sure, yeah, that nothing strange happens there, no tactics. No tactics happens there. Yeah, dc, we can always move our bishop. But by the way, not so easy. Yeah, let's say to c2 maybe for now. To c2, not to get under f5 with bishop e4. Black has, by the way, an interesting way to play, like so knight g5, h6, knight h7, just, okay, I don't know if it's relevant, but just nice, interesting thoughts. So dc, bishop c2, knight c7, give up this exchange and or king, and then plant a knight here. Some light square play, I don't know, pawn, light square play for exchange. Doesn't look so clear to me, to be honest. But sometimes I like, you know, sometimes I like some sacrifices and they're not so great, but hard to evaluate. Yeah, I have a YouTube channel, exactly. Will you help Vidit in the World Cup to qualify for candidates? Well, I'm afraid not, because okay, World Cup I have my own ambitions, of course. I mean, I want to win the tournament myself, even though I already qualified. But it's also, you know, it's tournament is at stake, so I don't think I will help him. Like, I'll have to help myself there. But I do root for him, of course, to qualify for candidates. I really do, for multiple reasons. First of all, he's a great friend. Secondly, it will just be nice, you know, if he's around there. You know. Yeah. Yeah. No, I would definitely. Well, I honestly be happy if he's there. Like, multiple reasons. Multiple reasons. Yeah, guys, this you can see here is a typical exercise for very strong players. Max is a very strong player. He's trying to solve it. It is a very difficult. When we were solving the other exercise before, right? The one that was all very smooth, right? You immediately saw this check, checkmate. But this is like so here you would expect, yes, check, you know, check and mate, but there's no check. So the easy solutions don't work, and then you have to start digging, and that's and then you have to start evaluating as well. Besides just digging, because you can't just brute force it. Sometimes you can't just, but you have to also evaluate, and evaluating is this difficult because the certain positions are hard to evaluate. Yeah, like for example, position after knight g5, so the one I was talking, like let's say this one. Let's say this position. How do you evaluate it? I don't know who is better. Not immediately. I would have to think. I mean, I don't think black is better, but at the same time, you know, or is this position better for white than the one we had before? That's the main question. Or do we go for something better? So this is difficult. This puzzle is difficult. This is the life of a professional chess player like Max. He's solving difficult things. Also, the kind of positions I would be solving, because the ones we were doing at first, they were like a warm up. These are difficult positions, and yeah, no, you have a lot of options. Also, there's also no a lot of options because there's not a clear one, but there's also not necessarily there's no big threat from black. I mean, of course, he wants to take on c4, but we could maybe prepare bishop takes h7 sacrifice with something smart. How do we prepare it? Maybe queen f. Queen f. Queen f2 is a bit odd, but it's not outrageous. Maybe queen f2, if h6, then queen g3, maybe. I don't know. King h8. Do we have? It's just a very out of the box move. Queen f2. Something like that, because f4 was more obvious, but f4 I didn't like for multiple. I just also just didn't like it. Yeah, you can try to slow play it, yeah, but I mean delay the attack by a move. Also, if we do the Greek gift, by the way, just so that you know, if we do the Greek gift, which is the theme of this stream, we can have a, because f6 is met by knight e6, so we can make a move, and then after f6, knight e6, we still have a position. So I mean, we can then try to slow play like queen f2. Yeah, that's what I mean to say. We have still some time to generate a threat, but easy it is not. Easy it is not. How to evaluate position in chess? Yeah, it's mostly intuitive, my friend. Mostly intuitive. What your intuition does, it looks at various factors. Of course, material situation, but many people over prioritize material situation. It's not the most important. Maybe one of the most important things is king safety. But what means king safety? It's abstract. This king, of course, it's in a huge danger, but okay, what does it mean? This king, you know, it's okay. Also, it's not like king safety is everything. Okay, I can castle, put king on h1, it's safe, and what? I'm not winning. Yeah, there are other things. Piece activity, pawn structure, more complex things, which are I'm not going to go into details now. But yeah, f4 threatens bishop h7. Yeah, no, I already mentioned f4. Maybe there is f5, so it's not so clear. Yeah, interesting position to think about, guys. It's a position to think about. Somebody says g4. Now or after f4, f5? No, after f4, f5, g4 it does feels wrong, but now also feels a bit wrong. A bit vague to me. This, by the way, this queen f2 move was so odd that I kind of was intrigued by it. I kind of liked it. Like, it's so extremely odd that it could be the kind of move that they expect you to find in exercise. Could be. Could easily be. Typical. It would be typical. Queen f2 move. It's typical exercise. Trying to send you on, you know, on a journey where 2 + 2 = 5. Yeah, I was thinking, I'm just, am I forgetting something to tell on the stream? Am I forgetting? I don't think so. The main purpose was just to warm up YouTube for us. Tomorrow we'll do another stream. YouTube will be already warmed up. It's nice. Because I think the YouTube algorithm, it needs to know that we are there, we're back. That's what I think. Taking some nice questions also. Opinion on Hikaru. I said my opinion, but my opinion has changed a little bit because I first said I don't think I deserve to be there more than him. My opinion has changed. I think I deserve to be there more than him now. Like, if you had to choose now, do you kick out him or me, and you have to kick out one, I think they should kick him out. The things have changed. Things have changed from my interview, but the rest stays the same. So you can watch my interview. I gave it to Theo. Let's see. Yeah, it's when you want to solve a position like this, you have to really go full into it. sometimes also it might be something that you are not entirely capable of on an average day. So you're trying to solve, and it's good that you are and you're solving it, but the solution is actually just a little bit beyond your capabilities within the time frame that you're given, and on like, okay, it depends on the day, but like sometimes can be like on 80% of the days you're just not able to solve. Let's see if I got message. No. Yeah, so sometimes you should still solve it, but sometimes when I see the solution of certain things that I didn't solve, I'm like, yeah, I don't think I was capable of that. There can be such things in chess that just realistically I'm not capable of finding them in a reasonable amount of time. They're just a little bit beyond my horizon, beyond my patterns. And that's true for every player. But it's different for some players. So there are certain things that I cannot find, and some other players could find. And there are many things also where other players cannot find and I actually can find. So that such things exist. Yeah, no, what we know about this position is that we are looking for advantage, because just going CD4, is okay for white. So white doesn't have to panic. White is the one looking for advantage. So we're looking for something. We're looking for something big here. I think we're looking for something good. Looking for something good. Maximus left. Yeah, Maximus gave us a position and left. Typical Maximus. Typical Maximus. Oh, which interview you did where you were talking about commentators choosing easy path? Was it chess-based India or... No, it was not chess-based India. No. It was another event completely. Missed your last super chat. Well, no longer. I no longer missed your last super chat. Now I missed the super chat before that. Sorry, I also don't know where they are. And okay, maybe I can find them actually. Wait. Yeah, I think there's viewer activity. Is it there? Stream is healthy. It's good. Yeah, viewership is steadily going down, just like online chess after COVID. Okay, let's see. Top chat. Find funding. Oh yeah, I can see it now. Making money is not the goal here. Yeah, no, it's not. Love you're vocal about everything. Thank you. Congrats on the win. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Let's see. I'm getting some messages. So let's see if there's anything relevant for the stream. Okay, yeah. No, this message is not relevant for sure. And the other message. Okay. Will it be battling Levy or Sagar in their matchup? Yeah, no, I'm curious about this event. Like I was really thinking, I'm curious about this India USA match, because I heard from one of the participants that he said he's flying there for 1 day. That's true. 1 day, that's quite epic. I mean, quite special to go to play 1 day. No, he said even not one. He said like 10 minutes. He said like a half an hour. Like the whole event is so short. I don't know if it's true. I don't know. Maybe the person didn't know it himself. But Levy against Sagar, yeah, Levy is more practiced, a lot more. Levy was trying to become grandmaster, right? So he's like preparing, playing. Sagar is, I mean, in general, Sagar is a great player, but Sagar has so much less practice. It would be extremely impressive and a great feat if Sagar is able to win this. Of course, I'm rooting. Okay, I'm rooting for him as much as I root for Levy. Yeah, obviously I'm rooting for Sagar, but as much as I also root for Levy. Obviously, I'm rooting for everyone. But just logically speaking, I mean, it's It's not even something smart to say. Yeah? Like obviously, like he's played so much less that it's bigger challenge for him. It only makes it greater when he overcomes it. So looking forward to that. Will we hear you again on the Perpetual Chess podcast? You might. I might. Yeah, I'm going to at some point. Once I launch my project, I'll probably do some podcasts, some chess podcasts. I'll try to work with some chess channels to try to find, to reach people that would benefit from my project. So I might. I'll have to choose the podcasts and channels. So I don't want to speak to people that don't want to listen to me. I want to speak to people that actually benefit from this. So Perpetual Chess Podcast is maybe one such. Yeah, I don't know very well, but I think it's probably people who are really serious about chess, who are very enthusiastic and are there to stay. Not just, occasional casual amateurs. Yeah, I would have liked to know about this position a little bit more of the context. That would help me a bit. Where it's from, how difficult it is, is it like one of those? But I guess it's like one of those things that Max should be trying to solve. So it's something that's for grandmaster level. Actually, so that move Queen f2 actually remains a candidate. But okay, what maybe f6? Yeah, also is there. f6 also reply. Maybe we should go back to bishop h7 and try to... Because we can... Difficult, guys, yeah, difficult. I'll try to finish my stream, solve it, and then I'll let you know next time if I solved. Bishop g5, somebody says. Bishop g5, yeah, I saw bishop g5 move, but I'm not sure... I was thinking about it also, yeah. I'm not sure what it achieves, because I do like my knight on g5 for this. Like I'm because we spoke about Greek gift, I'm obsessed with that kind of pattern, and this really disrupts it. But possible. Also some shuttle bus is possible also. Like bishop g5, queen d7, bishop d2 types to consider. I don't know. I doubt it, but possible. See if Maximus gave us any hints. No. Maximus is busy. Well, guys, interesting thing. Knight g5, h6, you can play h4. Yeah, I can, but they're not obliged to take. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. I can do that. They're not obliged to take here. And we don't have a clear threat. Yeah, I mean, we could do this and then try to set up the queen thing, but a bit soft for my taste. Yeah, no, it's interesting. Okay, to finish on a bit of a high note, let's continue survival where we can solve one at least, right? Because this was a little difficult, so we feel like we're losers because we didn't solve it. But now we can nicely solve an easy tactic like this one and feel good about ourselves. It's important to feel good about yourself. Important to feel good, yeah. Feeling good is what matters. Not the only thing that matters, but it also matters. Yeah, this is so much easier, you see? This is so much easier. So there are levels to this game, guys. And on that note, I'll let you. Oh, somebody said on depth, Stockfish 40 gives plus 0.10 for best move, minus 0.24 second. Yeah, well, that kind of thing would be difficult to solve. And it means well, I'm not ashamed of that then, because I didn't find anything clear there. Didn't find anything clear there. CD, we should be taking rook 1 and winning. No, I don't think it's winning. You can just take on d5 and knight g5 f5. Not winning at all. I do like that my chat, by the way, none of my chat was like looking up the solution or something like this. I like that. Somebody's saying the lady accused of stealing pieces. Yeah, I've been talking about this before. Like this, I'm not really getting that meme very much. I'm not really. I mean, I don't like. It's I think the gap between the. It's a gap, you know. Like there's certain jokes that you guys won't get that are funny for me, and this is the opposite one. We have. I live in chess. We have been stealing chess pieces for years. It's just what I do. It's how I make my living. I no longer find it funny. And the first time I stole chess piece, maybe it was funny, but by now it's just my daily routine. I just steal pieces, and then I get bread on the table, and that's how I live. And I don't find it humorous, you know. I guess it's that. But I guess the first time you see it, you think, oh, funny guys steal chess pieces. But for me, it's just normal. It's just normal for me. Okay, who are the players you think will win the World Cup? Guys, I want to win the World Cup myself. And I have a small advantage over some others that I don't, but it could be disadvantage also, frankly. But okay, let's look on the bright side. Is that I am not in the running for candidates anymore. So I'm a little bit free of that pressure. But to be honest, Gukesh was free of that pressure in Grand Swiss, and we saw, and Pragnananda also, and we saw what happened. They both didn't perform. Like Gukesh performed really unfortunate. Prag played fine, but also didn't end up as high as he could. So I think having pressure is not a negative for a strong professional chess player who is good, knows how to deal with pressure. Guys, nobody commented, by the way, on my Optiver logo, the other one. Fancy, no? With nobody thought it was fancy. I was expecting more comments on that. I like it. This is what when they did redesign, they have this. They developed like their own language, you know. Really cool, really cool. Where each symbol has a letter. Surprised nobody asked about it. I thought it was cool. Personally find it very cool. I'm gonna sneeze now. Everybody assumed the mystery GM was Magnus or Fabi at my training camp. Mostly Magnus based on your collaboration with Take. Yeah, no, I confused people a lot. I'm not gonna reveal it. But I've confused people. I might have slightly misled them, by the way. Might have slightly misled them. But only slightly. Only slightly. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. And see you tomorrow. Tomorrow will be another stream. I'll do with my wife Anish's promotional stream, which will be nice because we'll be chilling. But we'll be competitive chess actually on this channel next week. We'll play some good chess. That's good. Some friendly people lined up for us, so that's good. That's good. Thank you for watching, guys. It's been a lot of fun, and you know, a lot more. Subscribe to the channel. There's a lot more. You know, this is just this is a wake-up call, guys, for you. We'll have a good ride with the channel, with you know, with content. So please, you know, how they say, please, something about the space. They say like, please keep an eye on this space. That's what they say. Keep an eye on this space. I like this word, space. Yeah, keep an eye, guys, on this space. Peace.